Good morning. Welcome back to Ministry Monday. Are you wasting time doing things that are not in the pastor's job description? If you are, stop. If you spend time doing the wrong things, neither you or the church can be healthy. In a lot of churches, I think the pastor has an unclear identity among the people. And at the same time, I think in many instances, as pastors, we really don't have a clear idea for ourselves of what it is that we are intended to do. And this is important because if we don't get this right, time and energy are going to be spent on things that really are not part of what we're supposed to be focusing our energy on. And I think the second equation that kind of goes along with this is that we tend to put ourselves then on a guilt trip about things that we are leaving undone if our idea is just simply overwhelming. And quite often it is. And for those who are in a situation of being a bivocational pastor, this becomes even more important. In one of my books, The Science of Shepherding, I actually spend 70 pages dealing with this particular topic, the job description of a shepherd. I speak with good insight there because through the years I've had people ask me for guidance as to legal decisions, as to which mutual fund they should invest their retirement account in, medical decisions, mental health issues, political campaigns, all sorts of things. Somebody even asked me years ago, this one was really a mistake, how to improve their golf swing. Well, that really is not part of what I'm very good at. None of that is actually part of the job description of a shepherd. And here's the danger. If my guidance on any of that proves wrong, guess who's going to be blamed? And of course, for all of us, there are not enough hours in the day. Decades ago, a pastor in Durham, North Carolina, developed a questionnaire for people that he pastored, and he asked them to tell him what it was that they felt he should be doing as a pastor, and to give the amount of time that should be given to each of those things. It was interesting that they had an expectation. I think it was 63 hours a week. One individual actually had him working over 200 hours a week, which is obviously more hours than there are in a week. Unrealistic expectations and having an unfocused idea of what we're to spend our time on. So what is it that God wants me as a shepherd to be doing on behalf of his people? And there is a biblical answer for this. It's in Ezekiel chapter 34, and it tells the behavior of the shepherds that God is going to provide to his people, Israel. Read it. And when you boil it down to the action words that are there are four things. We're to feed the sheep. We are to lead the flock of God. Thirdly, we're to seek the wandering. And fourth and final, we are to do our best to heal the hurting. Feed, lead, seek, and heal. Periodically, I evaluate myself on those four behaviors. There are things there that I find myself not doing very well with these days. But at the same time, there are other things that I feel that I'm accomplishing quite well, or doing okay with at least. So I'd like for you to do the same today. Evaluate yourself. How well did you do over the last month feeding, leading, seeking, and healing? Those things are the tasks that you should devote yourself to if you're going to lead a healthy and progressive and forward-moving church.